Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, welcome back to the Baseball Head. Hopefully, God, I hope you like this video, if nothing else. That was a terrible loss for the Mets. They had a 5-run lead and the bullpen blew it. I would mention that, but before I mention that, it is very difficult to win games when you score 5 runs and your bullpen blows it. I know that, really, the whole game got screwed up because this bullpen has been so terrible. I watched part of the press conference that Carlos Mendoza's had after the game. He said he tried to squeeze another out of Christian Scott. And that's why he came out for that 6th inning that he pitched in. It is very difficult. It's very difficult when your bullpen isn't good and it's hampering you, because then it's like a cascading mess, and it basically is a domino effect. And the domino effect, as you know, if I must explain the domino effect to you, say something were to happen, say you're in the ballpark, say something would have happened to people in left field, well, that'll reverberate, and something happened to the right field, and then of course behind the plate, and then that's what we're dealing with here, where you have asking a young pitcher who really hasn't done a lot of pitches in the minor leagues over the last few weeks, because they imagine his innings, imagine his pitches, and they pushed him a little too far. He threw 99 pitches, and they asked him to get one more out of his arm, and he gave a 3-run home run to this hot dog Garcia. Why was he Cadillacing? Why was he admiring this pitch? It didn't win the game. They didn't tie the game. So why is he watching? I don't understand that. And then later on, he had a home run later on in the game against Adcock. Which I don't know. Well, anyway, the Mets hit 3 home runs in the game. They were up 5-0. It should have been enough. And even after Scott came out, the Mets were still winning in this game. Ottavino got out of the 6th inning. He got them into the 7th, and then they brought in Jake Diekman. Son of a bitch! I had to bring in Diekman. Diekman, who, by the way, has walked the ballpark. I was listening to the game coming back home because I was out most of the day. And 26 innings, I'm hoping I heard this right, 26 innings, he's given up 20 walks. It's almost a walking inning. How can you do that? And then he said he had an ERA of 4.10. 4.10? How can you have an ERA of 4.10? With 20 walks and 26 innings. And then he got his first batter, which was Abrams, right? He got ahead in the count to this kid, 0-2. 0-2. Battled him. Abrams battled him and battled him and battled him. And then what did he do? He walked him. He got ahead of Thomas Lane. And they battled. And then he hit the 2-run double, the double to tie the game up. And then the next batter got a hit, and all those hitters, Diekman was ahead of the count on all 3 of them. All 3 of them. That was James Wood. He was ahead of the count to say young hitter. You cannot let a young hitter beat you. And a left-handed hitter to boot. Now, they said on the radio that Wood has an OPS against left-handers in the minor leagues of 1,000. But he's still a young hitter. He got ahead of him, 0-2. He got ahead of all these hitters, 0-2, and he couldn't put him away. Couldn't put him away. That's the ball game right there. And this was the 7th inning. And then you're asking them at offense to come back. It deflates you after a while when you watch this stuff. You can't just imagine how they feel in the dugout when they're scoring runs like crazy, and the bullpen blows it. And this is now the 2nd time in a week, less than a week, the Mets have blown a 5-run lead. I don't know how many times they've done that in Met history over a short amount of time. How many times? It's the 3rd time they've done that this season, and it's all because of this lousy bullpen. Obviously they've been dealing with a lot of injuries. They lost Drew Smith. They lost Brooks Raley. Edwin Diaz has been sitting out, with this suspension. And they still have 2 more games to go in the suspension. I mean, they got to figure this out. Hopefully, I think we know that David Stern's going to bring in some people in here that are going to be able to get outs. Hopefully, they can get Edwin. I can't get Edwin Diaz back here fast enough. This is a rough stretch, and then to see this team play as well as they have offensively, and then having to hold on for. I mean, really, the first 2 games, Mets held on for dear life with this bullpen, especially on Monday. Oh my God! I mean, they had a 6-run lead. They hung on, in the 10th inning, because that bullpen can't get anybody out. But have to DFA Jake Diekman. Have to get him out of here. I was none too pleased when they signed him in the offseason. And I know that they brought him in here to be the second lefty on this team. And obviously, with Rayleigh having missed the whole season now, he is tough to watch. He's very difficult to watch. I mean, one thing you can't throw strikes, but then to get ahead in the count on 3 separate hitters, 1, 2, 3 in a row, and you can't put them away. It was frustrating to listen to it on the radio. Just imagine what it looked like on TV. And to see this guy can't throw a strike, falls behind the count, or hits a batter, it's just pathetic. Now, give the Nationals credit, but still, this bullpen is going to kill them if these things don't get straightened out. Like I said, hopefully they'll get Diaz back on the mound, get him all squared away. This team needs a lefty in this bullpen, and you need a guy that they can settle in with. Don't have to worry about nothing, and that's it. David Robinson could help, that's for sure. Bring David Robinson back for the 8th thing. I don't have to worry about him in terms of just his mentality. He's not going to be falling behind all these batters, not being able to put them away. That's for damn sure. That's a name I've heard with the Mets. To be honest with you, that's a name that we saw last year when he pitched for the Mets, how good he was late in the game. And obviously with the Yankees, he was so good with the Yankees all those years, being the setup man to Mariano Rivera. That's a guy we can look to. I don't know how David Stearns looks at him. They didn't sign him in the offseason, so I don't know. And obviously with Billy Epler not here, I don't know if they would bring him back. And I don't know they wouldn't give up a lot to get him. And I've heard other names. I've heard creative names. Eric Feed, I've heard Garrett Crochet. I mean, those are guys that, especially Crochet, he's like a guy that might be close to an innings limit. It's a very odd kind of choice. They need a guy that's going to be locked down the 8th inning, and a guy you could bring in the 9th in case shit happens. In case we have another problem with Edwin Diaz. That's in the Mets need, and they need another guy in the middle of the game. They could definitely use that. These injuries have killed them. Brooks Raley not being here has really killed them. We didn't realize how important he was until he was gone. You never know what you lost till it's gone, as they say. And he's gone, and the Mets back to 500. They're a game and a half behind the final wild card. It's tough. I mean, but this is baseball. This is playoff baseball with a wild card spot. But Mets have played really well. We can't forget about that. And they've actually played really well during this stretch of Edwin Diaz being out. Now, they again, tomorrow they'll be playing at 11 o'clock. I don't know what kind of videos I have for tomorrow. I have videos sitting there, but I have to figure out the title for it. I don't have a thumbnail for it, but it's about Garrett Crochet. Also, I'll have the lineups. The Met game comes on at 11:05 a.m. in the morning, folks. They'll be on in the morning. So I will not be able to do it because I'll be out with my family celebrating the 4th of July. And, of course, hope you're enjoying the 4th. I don't know what videos will be out for tomorrow, but hopefully, and I don't know about Friday, because a lot of times I do videos during the day and then I have them for the next day. So I'll be out probably most of the day tomorrow, and won't be able to have too many videos out there. But I'll do my best, as I always do for you. Also, I mentioned that if you're not on X, if you're not on Facebook, you need to subscribe to the Baseball Hut. I have the best commentary here. I have the best thoughts about the Mets. And I have plenty of videos. We're going to have plenty of videos this month, getting close to the trade deadline. Plenty of shorts. We'll have live streams coming up. probably have a live stream on Friday. We'll see. It's going up against Paul Skeens. That is going to be quite the challenge for this group of Mets. But I will mention that they played really well and hit really well against these good pitchers of late. So that is something to anticipate. I'll probably do a live stream for that. Possibly a live stream on Saturday. Possibly a live stream on Sunday. We'll see. And leading up to the All-Star break. We'll have a big live stream this Sunday for the All-Star break. And a big live stream on probably July. I'll get the month right. July 29th and July 30th. We'll have some big live streams coming up for this channel. So you'll have plenty of stuff here to chew on. This is not a rank. It may seem like a mom and pop channel, but my brain is not a mom and pop brain. I mean, really. It may seem like that sometimes with the accent and the do's and the does and the screwing up the names, but a lot of that's for effect and entertainment purposes. But again, thank you for watching this. Also, I mentioned I'm on X, believe it or not. If you're on X and you're watching these videos, go and follow me at the Baseball Hut. I can't use Baseball Hut, but somebody else has that. I couldn't believe that. But at the Baseball Hut, I'm on there. I'll put the link into the description of this video so you can follow me there. Tough loss tonight, but get them again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.